God, white, I'm with the white girl. Lino breeze with the trees. Fuck a bitch and her bestie. Then call a plug like Southwest T. Hello. You have a collect call from Guy Fisher. This was way back in '89 when the Miami boys had them homicides with them. Rich Porter, real fly nigga. Yeah, I see you niggas shining. They Uncle Ice with the double cross. R.P. Darnell like he was mine, nigga. Grateful the customers fuck with me. Trying to get it, OG double D. Talk that shit like Blade Icewood. Like a nigga really from the D. It's for them niggas like Eddie Jackson on 7 Mile with 100 keys. Damn. Lord forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack make it backflip. Telly Hank with the action. With the vital speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews how I vanish. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS's on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Blah blah like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby May, just caught a touchdown.
Hey, what it do, y'all? Big Joe Mill. You finna watch some footage. See, we about to put on a new DVD. Just getting ready. Still doing it with Mr. Wilson, y'all. If y'all ever see me on anything else, hey, you bullshitting. Cause I only fuck with Real Talk, magazine and DVD. You know what I'm saying? And the Wilson file. Way, you know, doing numbers, always doing numbers, always in the hood, you know, where it's good.
Yeah, I'm gonna come up again same way.
Okay. What's happening, man? Riding GS3 in the rain. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Big Joe Millionaire checking in with doing numbers. But anyway, May 29th, come out to Regal, Club Regal on Appleton, 414 D-Boy. It's his birthday. Come turn up with us, eat barbecue, drink hookah, whatever it is. When we get back from Miami, Vegas, Memphis, wherever we going, Memorial Day weekend, Monday, come fuck with us. We at Regal. The 29th. May, holla at your boy, doing numbers, Big Joe Millionaire, Uptown, you already know.
Perfect.
There are just 2 of the 23 people indicted on drug charges in Milwaukee. Police say they're part of a big heroin ring, which was getting most of its heroin from Chicago. Officers also seized $300,000 in cash, 5 guns, and 2 pounds of heroin in this bus.
You already know, May 29th, come out, fuck with us. When we get back from Miami, Vegas, or wherever the fuck we going, Memphis, May 29th, come out to Club Rigo. We in that bitch for 414 D-Boy. It's his birthday. Come turn up, eat hookahs, eat wings, and just hang out, pop out. Battle Wars 3, or whatever y'all want to call it, is going down. You already know, Uptown, MO. All the way downtown where we at now. Fuck with us, doing numbers, always.
Yeah.
Yo, we back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb ties. We on our way back to Milwaukee with it. Now, all my niggas from Milwaukee, y'all know how we run it. Y'all niggas get in the comment box, let it be known. This was going down in Milwaukee. Now, the guy that we're going to be covering today, I could pretty much just say his name and pretty much say nothing else. You already know what we talking about when it comes to mob ties and the names. We're going to be covering a guy by the name of Joe Copeland, but everybody in Milwaukee know him by the name of Joe Millionaire or Joe Mill. Now, a little bit about Joe Millionaire. Going to be a 39-year-old male. I'm going to say he was from Milwaukee, but it's like I got some information that possibly could have been from Chicago, but I don't know, just they got Chicago ties to this shit. Now, according to authorities, Joseph Copeland, or Joe Millionaire, was indicted in or around 2018. He was part of a joint investigation by the FBI, the DEA, and Milwaukee police that's established in 2015. And it pretty much stated that the Copeland organization had been wholesaling cocaine and later heroin for a decade to area drug traffickers like the Burley Zoo, Cheddar Boys, and the Bless Team. And I guess a little bit about them groups just mentioned, just based upon doing my research on mob ties, or for mob ties, or in some for this particular episode, for this particular segment, I should say. Those names kept coming up as area, almost like gangs or organizations within Milwaukee. Anybody from Milwaukee that's watching, y'all niggas can get in the comment box and kind of speak more on them if y'all feel. Now, what struck me to be odd about this investigation, according to court records, it stated that 10 different drug dealers cooperated with the investigation, revealing particulars of their business with Joe Millionaire, identifying various members and supplying phone numbers. Some also made and monitored and recorded controlled buys from Joe Millionaire and some of his associates. And a lot of those people that did that, they was facing state charges. And a lot of them had long rap sheets that pretty much was littered with drug trafficking, armed robbery, illegal gun possession, and even felony murder on there. Now, one person stood out of all of those 10, even to me. He was only identified as CS5 in the indictment. He pretty much told investigators that he bought 100 to 200 grams of heroin from Copeland at least 25 times, ounces of crack cocaine about 18 times. He bought a half a kilogram 7 times, and then he even told him that he even bought kilograms from him for $40,000. So yeah, he really dug him up for real. Some other informants described Copeland as having guns in his home, pretty much armed up. In February 16, police said that they seized a handgun, or not that they said. In February 16, police did seize a handgun from him. It was loaded with a 30-round clip, after he was arrested for a domestic incident. When the victim failed to appear for that, the charges was dropped. Now, a year later, in February was not good. Good month looked like, because in 17, his brother Orlando, who was also indicted on the case, they say he was jumped by some armed men outside of a drug house that was on the 300 block of North 48th Street. And they said one held him at gunpoint. The second, armed with an assault rifle, went upstairs and tried to rob Joe Millionaire, but he fired 20 rounds at the masked intruder. I'm sorry. So it's like, yeah, February is getting ugly. They said, pretty much according to that, the suspects fled. His brother ended up getting shot in the crossfire and had to have surgery. Police rushed. They ended up finding shell casings, drugs, money counter, more guns, and cash inside the apartment, pretty much. So it was like a jack going wrong. And then shortly after that, the police said that he moved not too far to the 3100 block of 47th Street, and it was getting a lot of like fucking stink in the case, or it was like they was throwing a lot of hate at the fact that he had a permit to carry a permit to carry a concealed firearm, even though he had three prior convictions in 2002, 2009, and 2015 for carrying concealed weapons. Now, according to the police chief, Edward Flynn in Milwaukee, he routinely criticizes that law that allows someone with repeated offenses he routinely criticizes the law that pretty much allow anybody that got like any offenses on their record to be charged, that was charged with a felony or anything like that, to be denied carrying a personal carry or concealed carry firearm. So it's just wow. What I want to know is like kind of what y'all think about that, to be honest. Somebody with a felony. I know in some states in Virginia, it's like, yo, that shit is it's not gonna happen. You got a felony, you're not getting that gun. You get caught with one, you're gonna get 5 years off the rip. So that's one thing I want to know. Like, what's the consequences of somebody being caught with a gun that got a felony in your city, and whatever city you in? And do y'all feel that somebody with a felony should have the right to carry a concealed firearm? And I'm going to go out on the record and say, I'm going to say yes, because there's no telling. Just because he got a felony don't mean he's doing felonious shit after the felony. So it's like, you can't stop any man's right to bear arms. But hey, I'm just Pop from Mobb Ties. Hey, I'm gonna be back with some more real shit. You already know what it is. Mobb Ties.